Hello and welcome to the first ever TomTalks video. This is going to be on YouTube, of course, so make sure you subscribe. And yeah, make sure you like the video. Yeah, I've not done a video before, so we'll just see how this goes. Hopefully they'll get a bit better afterwards. But yeah, so I'm a bit late to the party on this one, but I had to get a haircut because I didn't look great. And yeah, other distractions of life. So here we go. We are going to talk about the Brit Awards, the nominations, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. So, first up, we have British Album of the Year. The nominees are Although Parts Collapsing Sunbeams, which is an album I absolutely love. If you want to read my thoughts on it, you can read my review over on my TomTalks blog. The link for that will be in the bio. Celeste, Not Your Muse, a pretty classy soul record. Amy Winehouse vibes I get from it, it's decent. Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia, pretty solid pop album, if I don't say so myself. J Huss's Big Conspiracy, very enjoyable rap project, a bit of Afro beats, bit of drill, bit of everything on it. And Jessie Ware's What's Your Pleasure, which is an amazing post-disco album with a bit of house, a bit of this, a bit of that when it comes to the dancing. So I do like every album on this list, and I've got to say to the Brit Awards, fair play, they've actually done bits when it comes to these nominations. I mean, with the Grammy Awards, I was a bit mixed on it. I didn't think they included the artists they need to, but to be fair, they've done pretty well here. Overall, it's very close between the Arlo Parks and the Jessie Ware album, because they're both albums I really love and really just hit me. The Arlo Parks one, with its themes of sort of the lockdown and depression and worrying about people around you, and Jessie Ware's album, the songs on there just smash. Like, she's always been a good singer, but she really found her sound on that album and just made lots of great pop, disco, house tunes. It was great. Overall, I'm going to go for the Jessie Ware album personally. I really like that album, really enjoyed it. But yeah, all good albums, and I wouldn't be mad if any of them won, to be honest, but I'm going for the Jessie Ware personally. So, British Single is the next one. The nominees are 220 Kid and Gracie's Don't Need Love. I mean, yeah, pretty solid pop club tune, to be fair. H&AJ Tracy's Rain featuring Take Eve. I mean, I did like that track, but I did get a bit bored of it. It's not the best in the world. Solid track though. Dua Lipa's Physical, pretty solid pop song. Preferred a few other tracks from the album, but you know, still pretty good. Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar, I don't know, I think it's a bit overrated personally. I mean, it's a good summery vibe, it's catchy, but it's nothing new, it's nothing special. The guy's done better stuff. Then we've got Heady One, AJ Tracy and Stormzy's Ain't It Different. Big banger, but all guys come together. They do it well. It's a very good song. Joel Corry and MNEK's Head and Heart. To be honest, I'm not massive on sort of tropical house or poppy house tunes, but this song was a banger, so I'm happy. Nathan Dorr and KSI's like, one of my top 10 most played tunes of the year. Very good song. If you've heard of it, I'm not going to recommend it. You've obviously heard of it. Regarding Ray Secret, I think it's okay. I've heard better sort of dance pop songs this year. Simran DTG's Rover, again, it's fine. It's a decent sort of Afro beats type track. Not really for me, but you know. And Young T and Bugs in Heady One's Dirt Rush. I mean, technically this came out in 2019, but it really popped up last year because of TikTok. TikTok. Less said about that, the better. But yeah, I did like this track. Overall, none of these songs I've really like. Well, I guess probably the Nathan Dorr and KSI track, like, because I did play that a lot and I did really like it. None of these tracks really grabbed me last year. Like, none of them were like, oh, I really want to listen to this. They were like, yeah, I like that, I'll listen to that, but not like, oh, I really need to listen to this. But so I'd probably go for that track personally. But you know, people don't agree with me usually. They probably won't agree with me on this one, but it's not up to the people anymore. The Brit Awards don't let the people vote anymore, which very undemocratic of them. But you know, big corporations doing their thing, I guess. So, British male solo artists. We've got AJ Tracy. I mean, he released some pretty good tracks last year. Heady One wasn't massive on the album, but again, some good tracks like Ain't It Different, of course, which has been nominated for the best single. J Hus, really enjoyed the new album, really enjoyed the direction he's going in, and yeah, I can't wait for more music from him. Joel Corry, she's a big deal because DJs don't really get nominated, especially as he hasn't made an album, but he released a few bangers actually, and Youngblood. I don't really get the appeal of Youngblood. Like, he's made some good stuff, but like, people saying he's not a punk. He doesn't make punk music. He makes sort of poppy music, and he does. And he's weird and a bit different, I guess. But I don't really get the appeal of him personally. I don't think he's that talented. Was not a fan of the new album. So I'm probably vying for J Hus because I think he made the most different and interesting music, but will he win? I don't know. Maybe it'll go to... I think AJ Tracy and Heady One are sort of the it guys now, so maybe they'll get it, but I don't know. Guess we'll see. British female, we got Arlo Parks. I mean, I've just told you how much I love her new album, so you know my thoughts on her. Celeste, very talented singer, done some good stuff last year, like the new project. Dua Lipa. I think Dua Lipa made some good solid pop tunes last year. Didn't like all of them, but pretty good. Jessie Ware, just told you that I loved the new album, and yeah, very talented singer. Has finally found a sound. Thank God. Thank God. I don't know why I'm saying thank God. I'm an atheist, but. And Leanne Le Havre, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Apologies if you don't. She's a very talented singer. She's not got the credit she deserves, even by me. I mean, I sort of knew who she was, but didn't really pay attention. But she's such a talented singer. And her new album was very, very good. It should be nominated for Album of the Year, but, you know, there's only room for 5, I guess. I'm probably going to go with Arlo Parks on this one because I feel like Arlo Parks did a lot in terms of music. Like, Jessie Ware had the better album, but Arlo Parks, I think, had more of the impact as the artist and, like, the performances and just she sort of came out of... She didn't come out of nowhere because I had heard of her, but sort of her music just really hit me personally. Like, because of the feelings I had during lockdown and such, but so I'd go for her. I'd be happy to see Leanne win it, or Jessie. I mean, all the artists on this list are quite talented. Again, the Brit Awards have actually chosen good artists instead of like, oh, Ed Sheeran, well, he sold all these albums last year, let's put him on there. I mean, to be fair, he didn't, but you get my idea. It's not the popular artists, it's the artists who deserve to be on the list. British group, we've got Bicep. Bit of tech house in there, bit of rave music. I'm a big rave fan, so I'm going to applaud that. They made some good stuff last year. Nice to see rave music crossing into the mainstream. People not just now like, oh, it's just an instrumental, it's not music. Well, it is, and it's been Brit Award nominated, so sorry. Biffy Clyro, I mean, their new stuff was okay. Like, I liked some of it, but it was alright. And that performance of WAP, yikes, that was a bit. Little Mix, I'm not gonna lie, some of the new Little Mix tunes were good, but they're not really my thing. It's, you know, but, you know, they probably deserve to be on here on merit, I guess. The 1975, I mean, I want to say, I mean, these guys are overrated, but, like, I do like their music when it's good. But the lead singer he's a bit full of himself, and their music isn't, they make it like, oh, we're these really talented artists who just make music that's like, you know, it's really, it's not different. You take inspiration from other artists that you're not, it's really not. And Young T and Bugsy, I mean, I like some of their tunes. I think they're more singles artists than album artists personally, but they made a few bangers, so, you know. Overall, I would have loved to see Bicep win this. I mean, they make really good stuff, really emotional, impactful stuff without the lyrics, which I think is a very good thing to do. I'm not really... I wouldn't really be that... I wouldn't be bothered if some people want to listen, but please don't give it the 1975. Don't fuel Matt Healy's ego, please, Brit Awards. I mean, they already did. They gave them Album of the Year a few years ago, which they shouldn't have won, but hey-ho, people seem to love them. Breakthrough artists, Arlo Parks, Bicep, Celeste, Joel Corry, and Young T and Bugsy have been nominated. I mean, Young T and Bugsy, I mean, Joel Corry, I'm looking at these. Bicep aren't really breakthrough. Like, their last project, I mean, Glue was one of the biggest rave tunes, but I guess in terms of the mainstream, although Parks I'll put on here, I guess. I think, to be honest, they probably all deserve to be. Yeah. Joel Corry arguably had his first big hit in 2019, but I think it's fair enough they're on here because like sometimes I'll put like some artists who's like, I remember Skepta got nominated one year. It's like, this guy's been making music for like a decade. He's not a breakthrough artist. Like, it's a weird one there, but again, I'll give this to Arlo Parks. I think she's really sort of blown up out of nowhere and really sort of like lit up music, and people are like, oh damn, didn't know about her. She makes good music. I mean, I knew about her personally. I'm not going to brag about it because I'm not that kind of guy. But yeah, I think she's really come out the blocks and she's done well. So I'd be happy to see her win. I'd be fine with most of it. I mean, not Young T and Bugsy. They've like had a few good singles. They've not blown up. They've just done well. But yeah. International male solo artist. The nominees are Bruce Springsteen. God, this. I mean, this Bruce Springsteen screams, oh, he's still making music, is he? Oh, what's his? Oh, yeah, he's a bit past. He's a bit. I don't really get his new music. I mean, I haven't really listened to his older stuff, but he comes across as like old man who makes music to make money. It's like he doesn't really care what it sounds like, but. Well, Burna Boy, that's cool. I'm not a massive Burna Boy fan, but he does make some good tunes, so I'm happy. Childish Gambino, that's interesting. His new album sort of didn't get that much promotion, really. It was like, it was cool. I did some different things on it. I probably need to go back and listen to it again, to be honest, because I never fully came to terms with what it was trying to say. But yeah, I'm cool to see him on this. Tame Impala, I thought the new album was decent, not their best stuff, but they made some good stuff, and they're fine to be on this. And The Weeknd, this is what you needed to do, Grammys. You needed to give The Weeknd a nomination, but you didn't, because you're salty little people who are like, oh, you don't want to perform for us? Well, we're not going to put you on there. Well, it kind of makes your award show a bit irrelevant. I say it's irrelevant. I talked about it. I'm giving it praise. Probably shouldn't have done that. But yeah, I really like The Weeknd's new album. Was really good. Maybe his best album? Is that controversial? I don't know. I liked it a lot. And overall, yeah, I think you can see that I'm going for The Weeknd with this one. I think he made some really good stuff, some very impactful music, and some of the best pop R&B music of the last year, so I'm definitely going for him. Please don't give it Bruce Springsteen. Don't give in to the boomers. International female solo artist, the nominees are Ariana Grande, not massive on her new stuff, but she's very talented and I've liked her stuff in the past. Billie Eilish, not been as in love with her new stuff as I was with When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, but she still makes some good music and I'm still intrigued by a new project. Cardi B, I mean, WAP was a moment, I guess. It was a good song, it was an amazing song, but she's got better at what she does, but I don't think she's amazing. I think there's a lot better female rappers out there like Tierra Whack and Little Sims, and I could name a lot more. Princess Nokia. There's a lot more, so go check them out. But yeah, Miley Cyrus. I'm very happy for Miley Cyrus because I was never really a fan of her, but I knew she had the talent, and she finally found a sound on the new project, which is sort of like 70s, 80s Fleetwood Mac type rock music, and she did well, man. Midnight Sky. What a brilliant song. And some other great songs on her album, but she had a big 2020. And Taylor Swift, I mean, again, an artist I previously did not like, but I really liked the sort of folk country direction they went on, Folklore and Evermore, which were both pretty solid albums. Overall, I'd probably give this Taylor Swift, to be honest. I mean, she had a massive year, and she made some really good music. I mean, other than Cardi B, I'd like to see Miley Cyrus win it as well, to be honest, but I'd probably go for Taylor Swift because I liked her music the most and it was the most listenable, yeah. And finally, not finally, international group, we have BTS. I mean, I think BTS are fine. They make decent pop music. I mean, they have a massive, annoying fan base, which if you say anything negative will come at your throat, but you know, that's just some fan bases. I like some of their stuff. Dynamite grew on me. It was a banger. Fontaine's DC, God, they make some piss poor, lacklustre punk music on their last project. Was really not a fan of it, to be honest. So yeah, I think there's much better punk bands out there that I would have nominated. Foo Fighters, some of their new stuff I found is fine. They've sort of got to that point in their career where their creativity's not there. But, you know, I'm not surprised to see them on this list. Haim, I wasn't really into the new Haim album. They had some great songs there, like Summer Girl is, oof, lovely tranquil track. But yeah, I've never been able to get to grips with Haim. I've always liked the odd song, never really them in overall. And then we got Run the Jewels, another person who should have been nominated at the Grammys, but they've been nominated here. RTJ4, what a great album. So many great tracks, great lyrics, great beats, and some great topical content. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Run the Jewels, to be honest. I really like the new stuff, and I think that would be pretty cool for them to win a Brit Award. I mean, they don't have a massive following over here, but like, just for them to be nominated, I think is pretty cool. It shows like the Brit Awards like knows sort of the zeitgeist, I guess. They know who's making good music. I could see BTS probably winning this because of their popularity, but I'd love to see Run the Jewels win it. And then the final award, which has already been won, it's the Rising Star Award. So Possaloo, who's a rapper from Coventry, who's really cool. He's got a very unique voice and delivery. Made some great music last year, was nominated. And Rina Sawayama, I've not really listened to her stuff yet, but I've heard some very good things, and she got a lot of praise last year. So and also she managed to overturn this rule, which means, because before the Brit Awards wouldn't have allowed her because she has Japanese citizenship, and in Japan you can't have dual citizenship. But now, I think if you've lived in the country for 5 years, you can be nominated, which I'd say is fair enough. It makes complete sense to me, so props to her for that. But Griff won. Griff's makes some decent little pop music. I mean, I don't think she's the most talented artist on the list. Maybe she's the most likely to get success because she's more pop, I guess. And she also had that song, Christmas song, that Disney advertised, so that's kind of a step in the right direction, I guess. But yeah, so congrats to her. I personally wouldn't have given it to her, but she's got talent, so I don't mind. So who do I think will win the awards? I think Album of the Year, Arlo, I have a feeling Arlo Parks or J Hus might win it, personally. That's Song of the Year. I can see that going to Harry Styles, Watermelon Sugar. A lot of people like that song. British Male, I don't know. I think all of them have a shot of winning that. I honestly can't say. British Female, I think will probably go to Dua Lipa or Celeste. Personally, I think they're the most popular artists, the most respected, I guess, in the industry. British group will probably go to like the 1975, I reckon. I don't think they should win it, but I can see it going to them. Breakthrough, pardon me, I think I could probably see going to Celeste or Arlo Parks. More likely Celeste, because she's got like the #1 album and she's done all these big performances as well. International Male, I could probably see The Weeknd winning it. He's the most popular artist and he's the most well known, so I can see that. International Female will probably go to like maybe Billie Eilish or Taylor Swift. I imagine they're sort of the big artists who sort of create the most traction. International Group, I've said, will probably go to BTS. So yeah, that's my thought on the Brit Awards. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the nominations. You know, some very good music has been nominated and got its just desserts. And yeah, that's my thoughts, folks. Thank you for watching this video. If you would like to, subscribe and hit the like button. And in the bio will be some pages, my Instagram page, so you can keep up to date with content, and my blog page, if you like to read my written stuff. I've done reviews on Slow Tie's new album, Gets' new album, Arlo Parks' new album, who has of course been nominated, and plenty of other stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.